You do not have to buy to play video games. I'm not talking about piracy or competitive games, of course. The game that I'm gonna talking about is completely free to play that you can get it on Steam. If you're a fan of pixel art games or looking game to release some stress, the game in this list is worth for you to check. We start with HoloCure Save the Fans. It's a free, unofficial fan game featuring the talents of HoloLive VTubers. Players choose from a roster of beloved HoloLive VTubers, each with unique abilities and playstyles. The objective is to fight through endless waves of enemies, collecting powerful weapons and items along the way. The game offers a roguelike experience with random power-ups and enemy patterns, ensuring that each run is different. As players progress, they gain experience and unlock new abilities, making their characters stronger with each run. Paper Lily Chapter 1 is a story-driven psychological horror RPG. The game follows Lacey, a young girl who has been rejected and mistreated by those around her. After receiving a mysterious golden letter, Lacey embarks on a journey to a parallel world inhabited by demons, seeking answers about her unusual condition. Players solve puzzles in various ways, interact with strange characters, and navigate through a hidden world filled with danger and intrigue. The game features multiple endings based on the player's choices, adding replay value and depth to the narrative. Grimm's Hollow is an RPG adventure game that takes players on a journey through the afterlife. The game follows Lavender, a girl who wakes up in a strange place and must navigate through various challenges to find her brother. The gameplay involves exploring different areas, interacting with other characters, and battling ghosts. Players can upgrade Lavender's abilities and make choices that affect the story's outcome, leading to multiple endings. The game's combat system is turn-based, with Lavender using various weapons and skills to defeat ghosts. Sheepy: A Short Adventure is a charming platforming game. Players navigate through the ruins of an old underground industrial complex, piecing together the story from environmental clues rather than traditional narration. The gameplay involves simple yet precise platforming mechanics, including jumps, double jumps, dashes, and air dashes. Players must traverse dimly lit environments, scale sheer rock faces, and dodge environmental hazards. The game is divided into chapters, each with its own unique biome and narrative segment. The Supper is a short adventure game developed by Octavi Navarro, known for his critically acclaimed short games like Midnight Scenes and The Librarian. In this game, players take on the role of Ms. Appleton, who wakes up in her tavern's kitchen with a persistent voice in her head commanding her to prepare a special meal for some distinguished customers. The gameplay involves exploring Ms. Appleton's surroundings, solving puzzles, and cooking various dishes. Players must gather ingredients, follow recipes, and add a special touch to their creations. The Expendabros is a fun and action-packed game. It's a crossover between the Game Bro Force and the movie franchise The Expendables. In this game, players take on the role of various brothers, parody versions of famous action movie characters, and battle through 10 missions in the forests of Eastern Europe. The gameplay is fast-paced and chaotic, with players unleashing a barrage of bullets and special attacks against enemy soldiers and dangerous obstacles like circular saws. The game also supports up to 4 players in local multiplayer co-op mode. Bloody Hell is a thrilling bullet hell game. In this game, players take on the role of an angel on a mission to kill Satan. The gameplay involves dashing, double dashing, grappling, and blasting through various levels of hell. Players must master their abilities to survive the intense combat and defeat 20 different enemies and 5 demonic bosses. The game features a unique inventory system where players can find, buy, and combine upgrades to enhance their abilities. Players can also explore the interconnected world of hell, uncover secrets, and save baby chickens from the depths of hell. Gun Devil is an action-packed platformer developed by Agelvik. In this game, players take on the role of the Gun Devil, who must rescue his kidnapped wife from Satan's son, the caramelized dumbass, and his pimp legion. The gameplay involves blasting through various stages filled with enemies, collecting powerful weapons and skills, and performing badass moves. The game features retro-style pixel graphics with bright, neon colors, giving it a unique and nostalgic feel. Players will encounter a variety of strange enemies and navigate through creatively designed levels. Inking is a fast-paced 2D top-down action game where players take on the role of an ink bottle warrior on a quest to become the king of tools. The game features vibrant pixel art graphics and a unique ink aesthetic. The gameplay involves using fast attacks, moves, and powerful skills to defeat various tools that stand in your way. Players can absorb ink splashes to unleash powerful skills and must master their timing to effectively combat waves of enemies. The game also offers customizable skill growth, allowing players to enhance their character's abilities as they progress. MANDAGON is a unique and atmospheric adventure game. The game is inspired by Tibetan theology and philosophy, particularly the concept of bardo, which refers to the limbo-like phase between death and rebirth. Players explore a vivid interpretation of this mystical world, focusing on themes of life, death, and sacrifice. The gameplay involves non-linear exploration with an emphasis on immersive environments and in-game storytelling. The game features atmospheric sound design and a narrative-led experience, encouraging players to uncover the forces that brought them to MANDAGON. Slash Jump is a unique platformer that challenges players to navigate through levels using only a sword for movement. Instead of walking or jumping, players must slash at obstacles and use the recoil from their sword swings to propel themselves forward. This creates a distinctive gameplay experience where precision and timing are crucial to mastering the controls and overcoming various hazards. The game features a simple control scheme with just 2 buttons and a joystick, making it accessible yet demanding in terms of skill. The Last Train is a pixel RPG set in a post-apocalyptic world. Players take on the role of Ylf, a small creature, who boards the last train in search of the fabled spring station. The game combines exploration, resource management, and narrative elements as players journey through desolate landscapes, interact with quirky passengers, and uncover the secrets of this strange world. Players must navigate both the train and the outside world, making strategic decisions to ensure survival and uncovering the hidden mysteries of the land. Wicked Games will bring you to a mysterious island plagued by a dark pestilence, and players take on the role of Sarim. The gameplay focuses on a skill-based, animation-driven combat system, where players engage in dynamic battles against both hostile creatures and formidable bosses. In addition to combat and exploration, Wicked Games features a randomized and customizable loot system, allowing players to tailor their gear to their playstyle. The game also includes a soft class system, enabling players to develop their character in unique ways. How We Know We're Alive is an award-winning melancholy point-and-click narrative mystery game developed by Motvine Studios. The game is set in Herunga, a small industrial town in the Bible Belt of mid-north Sweden. You play as Sarah, an aspiring writer who returns home after being away for 10 years to investigate the tragic fate of her estranged best friend. The game is known for its beautiful pixel art style, original soundtrack, and emotionally touching story. It explores heavy themes such as suicide, alcoholism, racism, and homophobia. Arisen Force Life Devotee is an action-adventure game that immerses players in a stylish combat experience inspired by the classic Chinese tale, Journey to the West. Players take on the role of a powerful warrior, navigating through various chapters filled with intense battles, intricate puzzles, and captivating storylines. The game's combat system emphasizes fluid, combo-based attacks and special abilities. As players progress, they can upgrade their character's skills and equipment, unlocking new abilities and enhancing their combat prowess. Revenant is a 2D pixel art style shooting game set in the near future. Players take on the role of Beta, a character on a mission to fight against oppressive forces and reclaim freedom. The game features a unique, precise aim system, where hit detection only occurs when the cursor is aimed directly at an enemy's hitbox, adding a layer of skill and strategy to the gameplay. Players must navigate through different environments, utilizing Beta's abilities and weapons to defeat adversaries and progress through the story. Ruins of Mitriom is an adventure game where players explore a vast continent in search of ancient energy crystals called Mitriom. These crystals power various improvements for the player's caravan, such as enhancing skills, bonuses, and even equipping a cannon. The game supports cooperative play for up to 4 players, requiring teamwork to navigate the map, defeat enemies, and activate lighthouses to progress. The gameplay involves dynamically managing resources to adapt to different situations, such as deactivating the caravan's movement during battles or boosting team members' speed to escape difficult fights.
It was the booming age of
Soda Dungeon 2 is a turn-based dungeon crawler where players recruit a team of adventurers to raid dungeons on their behalf. The game features a quirky, laid-back atmosphere with a variety of unique characters, including soda-fueled minions who venture into the Dark Lord's castle to retrieve loot. Players can upgrade their tavern, town, and armory using the loot collected, attracting stronger adventurers to join their team. The game introduces new elements such as crafting gear, creating custom AI patterns for party members, and even playing while AFK.
And craft what you need. Compete in the arena and
Idle Showdown is a fan-made fighting game set in the world of HoloLive, a popular tuber agency. The game allows players to engage in exciting duels as their favorite HoloLive talents, featuring easy-to-learn controls and fast-paced 2D combat. With rollback netcode, the game ensures a smooth online experience, making it accessible for both experienced and new players. The game boasts a roster of iconic HoloLive characters, each with unique moves inspired by their memorable moments and personality traits. Players can fight across lovingly recreated HoloLive locations while enjoying remixes of favorite HoloLive songs. Test is a retro puzzle adventure game developed by MANDAGON Studio. Players take on the role of an overworked office employee trapped in a time loop. The primary objective is to escape this loop by solving a series of cryptic puzzles that blend alternate reality game elements with traditional point-and-click mechanics. Players must gather clues, piece together information, and navigate through various challenges to break free from the relentless cycle of time. Each puzzle solved brings the player closer to uncovering the mystery behind the time loop and ultimately escaping it. Die in the Dungeon. Origins is a unique deck-building, turn-based roguelike game that sets itself apart by using dice instead of cards. Players navigate through a mysterious dungeon, combining dice on their board to tackle enemies and overcome challenges. The game incorporates magical relics that can boost the effects of dice, adding a layer of strategy and customization to each playthrough. The core gameplay revolves around managing resources and making tactical decisions. Players must carefully plan their moves, combining dice in various ways to maximize their effectiveness against different enemies and obstacles. So that is the video, guys. I know those free games do not match in terms of content with a paid game, but in the aspect of fun they do not lose. So which game interesting you? Please let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.